evening and welcome, fellow babies. Saturday night, so it's got to be the Silly Shill Show, and holy mother fucking hell do we have some videos for you. It's a Covidiot anti-mask Karen apocalypse. We've got an idiot, a moron, an absolute moron, a dumb fuck, and the ultimate, the dingleberry. We're bringing them hard and fast. We've also got some flat earthers and some other idiots, so we're going around the spectrum, and everybody's getting pointed at and laughed. So let's see who's here with us tonight and see what we're up to. And we'll start with DKG Custom, new permanent regular on the show. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, it's great. I was just saying earlier that I've been watching the Agree to Disagree debate with Ranty versus Witsit, and it was awesome. I say debate. It wasn't really debate. It was just like Ranty trashing the guy and him desperately trying to come up with word salad to, I don't know. It's just a slippery little oiled up pig just trying to run away from any kind of facts or figures. It was fantastic. And I like to, awesome. and as was Shills, I'd like to shill out Ranty's new channel,
sure.
Flirspective. I'll put the link in the description. Obviously, don't go and watch it now, but
no, or often even.
Or often, no. Go and give him a sub and give him a cuddle from me.
Yeah. Give him something. I'm just. I have to see more. The jury's out on my end, but hey, I'm a little bit of a. So we'll leave it at that. Let's see who else I should intro before I take that and make it even worse. ReneeNme, how's it going? How are you tonight?
Hey, good people, just hanging and banging and hitting them suds as usual. Go
awesome.
Figure, right?
Right. What else is there to do on a lovely Saturday night but get wasted and look at morons and point and laugh,
Saturday!
Right? Love
Saturday, rock and roll, baby.
Awesome. And how about Cheesemondo? What's happening your way, buddy?
Oh, I thought you would have given me a bit longer to breathe. I'm good. But yes, I'm good. Looking forward to some stupid that are bringing on. I'll be back normal form in about 2 minutes.
For those that are wondering now, see, Cheesemondo was trying to have supper, and he's really addicted to the Team Skeptic taco tube, but the pump was broken, so he had to suck it out of the tube on his own tonight. But yeah, he's here. That's good. Let's see. Purple rhymes with orange. How's it going today?
Going pretty good. Not much going on here yet.
No, it's one of those days. Oh, look at that. I'm on camera again. I wonder how that happened.
Switch it off.
Yeah. Let's see. It's on the Shills video feed. How did that happen again?
Yeah, I was wondering how that popped up.
Yeah, this happened yesterday during pub chat. OBS just decides that I should be on camera, or not OBS, but Meets. It was really weird. Right here. Okay, that's fixed. Have you been paying attention yourself to the whole ranty or flipping sides and whatnot? What do you think?
Actually, I haven't been paying attention to it. I haven't had as much time online the last couple of weeks, so I didn't feel that was that important to be spending the time on.
I could see that, definitely. I could see that. And let's see, and we got Wooden Toad joining us tonight. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Just kind of a boring Saturday night.
Yeah, can be sometimes, but it's good to do things online with your friends then, right?
Yeah. I kind of miss popping in occasionally. It's kind of, I need a little tiny bit of socializing.
Yeah, me too. Just enough. I need too much, and then, I end up hiding and turtling for a while. But, I guess that's a me thing, too. So, and we've got to get to Jut.
Yes. Oi, fucking oi. Do you know what? Wooden Toad, when you said it was a boring Saturday night and you're with us, I said, fuck off, and realised I was on mute. So you got away with that one, didn't you?
I didn't say it was a boring Saturday night with you. I came here for the excitement.
Yeah, but the fuck off came out as soon as Boring Saturday Night came out, love. What the fuck? I'm getting a bit echo here. There you go.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking hell, we're all fucked up here, aren't we? Yeah, man. So
the gremlins on our tech tonight.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is getting off my head as well, fucking pissed, and otherwise I wouldn't be the fucking drunk monkey. And you have to, because you need to be fucking self-medicated to deal with the fucking stupidity that you're gonna throw at us.
You're not kidding there. And let's look to that stupidity, because holy God, do I have some crazy in the bank here. So let me just read out a couple of titles, see if we can't tickle everyone's fancy, and we'll pick ourselves a winner. Right off the bat, I got The Truth About Freemasonry. Then I got one titled A Long Rant About Why I'm an Idiot.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I actually titled that for him, or her, I can't remember. But I did that to make sure I could remember, right? And then we have another one, Mars, Nikon P1000 footage, CGI madness.
Love it.
That sounds like utter bollocks.
So is it Nikon P1000? Well, I think it is.
Know. Anytime you got truth in the title, it's got to be a good one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it certainly doesn't hold any truth.
Right?
So
because the truth about Freemasonry, we're going to get back to that one for sure. Let's do Mars first, and then we'll go back, because I put it in this list for a reason. It's some really screwy shit. It's really screwy. But let me see here. This is not a long video. I'm not even sure if it's gong worthy, but this is an absolute idiot with a shitty camera showing us what a twit he really is. You're going to love this. Let's get right into it.
On Twitter, somebody had a great meme. It said, on Earth, curiosity drives scientists. On Mars, scientists drive curiosity.
This is probably commercial music I should be muting. So as you can see, out of focus, blurry, useless.
Pile of shit. That's what I'd have said.
But it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
then I've seen better fucking pictures myself with my own fucking eyes through a telescope. Why do people use digital equipment when you just need an optical piece of fucking beauty to look at it and focus it properly, and you'll be blown a fucking way. And at the right time, every couple of years, you can get such good views of it. You can even watch the fucking thing rotate. It's not hard.
And
see, I think the image has been inverted, Monkey. It's actually a picture of your anus.
I know. I was just seeing if anyone could tell.
Look at this liar. Oh my gosh. But the whole thing is with an optical, with a camera and stuff, it comes down to like focal points and stuff. And you can't just take a camera with a decent zoom like this and zoom it in on a planet to its max zoom and expect it to focus. Like, it's just not how it works.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's not even on a tripod. He's not even on a tripod. It's swinging all over the place.
Yeah.
You can't fucking hold it still because it's zoomed in so fucking far. And it's just, I mean, it's stupid. I mean, I say it again. Why use a digital fucking camera to look at celestial bodies? Use a fucking telescope. That's what they're for. And then you'll be blown away.
Yeah. I mean, my telescope is decent. Dr. Bob's in the chat. He's got a better one. But, still, mine is decent. But if I over zoom with an eyepiece that has too much power, or, take like a 6 or a 5 eyepiece and then put it in like a 3X Barlow, I will go past its usability and I won't be able to focus either. There's a limit. Yeah.
Yeah, but hang on. Look, just swing back a little bit. Because in the video, he admits it's out of focus.
Well, he says some of you will say that it's out of focus, right? Here we go.
Oh, yeah, well, it is.
I'm muting that fucking garbage. Terrible song, anyway.
At the end of the day, I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. It doesn't look like that.
Terrible
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. And then
Get rid of it.
when you look at this, when he zooms it in, there we go. A lot of them will say, look, it's made of water. Are you kidding? It looks more like a star at that point. It looks like a ball of plasma, not water. But even still, it's just out of focus garbage.
Exactly. Get a telescope.
It's got to be quite upsetting to have spent $1,000 on a P1000 and not know how to focus.
Especially when you could spend say $50 on a pair of binoculars and get a better fucking view.
Well, the binoculars wouldn't overdo their own usefulness, right? Like that's the funny part here.
Well, unfortunately, binoculars don't generally have zooms on them either, do they? So, you can't bring ships back over the horizon.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, my son's grandpa on the in-law side, he ordered from Alibaba these binoculars that had a digital camera and 50 times zoom and all that. And I tried telling him that's just a digital zoom connected to crappy binoculars and you'll get the worst pictures ever. No. Yeah, they were junk. They were just junk.
Oh, no.
It was funny. So do we want to continue with this guy or should we kill him?
What,
I honestly don't think it's any point. I mean, it's just fucking bullshit, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, get a pair of binoculars, you get a much better view, and that's the end of it. It's fucking, the guy's an idiot. Why bother to even upload that bollocks? I don't know. It's a waste of fucking megabytes somewhere on the planet.
Yeah. So, anybody want to wrap on that? I mean, myself, that's just a simple case of not knowing how to use the tools that you have. Done. Easy. No problem at all.
Yeah. Kind of upset there wasn't more to that, really. It was just surface level shit.
Totally stupid. I did expect more in the beginning, like the way it was presented. I thought the guy was going to talk, but I never really pre-watched the videos much, right? So, okay, let's see here. We got one called All Because He Wouldn't Wear a Mask. We've got The Truth About Freemasonry, and we've got Anti-Mask Father of the Year.
The middle one, I think.
Which one did I say middle? I don't even remember.
No, do I. I just because
the masonry, yeah,
that's it. The masonry,
Freemasonry,
one.
yeah.
Go that way.
Yeah. Oh, Wooden Toad, your mic's coming through all screwy again. I just heard it. That's what I heard. Yep, you got that issue again. Damn. Wonder what's doing that. You might have to, pull out and pull back into the meat. I'm not really sure there.
I think that was going on. I think that's been going on for a while, because I kept hearing that.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a fly in my ear or something.
Monkey's been pulling in out of meat for a year, so he's the
fucking oath, man. I do it all, bad boy.
All right. So here. We'll give Wooden Toad a minute to go out and come back in, and I'll get this video started. And this is The Truth About Freemasonry. And yes, I am definitely starting to vote on this one.
Freemasonry is a secret fraternal order that has existed
Oh, wait a minute. Where's the audio?
arguably
Damn it.
thousands of years and is now operating in most every
Oh, God.
country
Nobody
in the
wanted
world.
that.
Masonry promotes itself as a philanthropic club for men of morals, and they perpetuate
Is this
this
fucking
image through
Dubay?
members of the first three
I think it
blue
is.
degrees.
Yep.
Fuck, it sounds like him, doesn't it?
97% of all Masons fall into this category, and they are often
it's that
upstanding
creepy voice.
citizens, pillars of the community who truly are charitable and benevolent. However, the higher degrees, the inner circle of world Freemasonry, use the society's worldwide influence to advance their control. Acharya S. wrote, "Although the Brotherhood of Masonry appears to be relatively new, it is in reality the oldest continuous network on the planet, dating back many thousands of years, beginning when stones were first dressed. Masonry today has a generally sinister reputation because the people suspect that this powerful brotherhood has been manipulating and exploiting them."
Firstly,
However, the
it's
average
fucking-
Mason has never been in the know.
Firstly, it's fucking Dubé, right? And I've spent fucking 40 odd days on this fucking idiot and debunked all 200 of his fucking pieces of
Freemasonry
shit.
is a secret.
So he clearly just fucking lies and he won't shut up now. So basically, I don't believe a word he's got to say. His voice grates on me and he's a fucking penis. I wish you'd said it was him and I might have chosen something else.
Oh, come on, it's Dubé, isn't it? You know, he's saying, fuck the Freemasons, join the Nazi party. They're the best.
Fucking right. I know. He's a fucking... The guy's a fucking... just. He's into everything, isn't he? So... That's it. Fucking speak, someone. Oh, Wooden Toad is back. Wooden Toad. I always say Wooden Toad. Wooden Toad. Let's say hello.
Okay, maybe it's fixed.
There we go.
There you are.
For like the next
right.
2 minutes.
Yeah. We'll have to look into that in the background because that's kind of screwy, not very helpful.
Well, I did the thing I did before, and that helped. And I don't know. It's I poked it and prodded it, and yeah.
Talking of technical issues, I'd like to thank Dick Dawson for helping me out.
Fucking hell, man! Have you been microdosing again?
Look,
Jesus.
Never mind the words. Listen to the quality of the sound, because Dick has been helping me out with my audio setup, and now apparently I sound so sexy. So come on, guys, in the chat, say 1 if you think I sound really sexy. Say 1 if you do me right now.
Do you know that almost sounded beautiful?
Put 111 if you want me to be the tool that you. No, never mind.
Jet was totally on to something. The sound of Eric Dubé's voice is very reminiscent of the sound that is created when you rub 2 pieces of styrofoam together. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, that one, or close to maybe scraping your nails down a fucking blackboard. That sort of thing, yeah.
Annoying as fuck, shall we say? Yeah. Just annoying as fuck.
Personally, what I do when I listen to Dubé, after a while, I start to try and spoon my own fucking brain out through my ears.
Well, it's better than listening, so I applaud the effort. Absolutely.
Exactly, yeah.
Should we try a little more of this?
Yes.
Idiot? All right.
Yes.
Yeah, let's have a little bit more stupid.
Excellent.
Manipulating and exploiting them. However, the average Mason has never been in the know and is therefore merely a member of a social club. Nevertheless, the higher-ups have indeed had their hand in creation on this planet on a large scale for a long time. The Masons are there, perpetually hidden behind the scenes, leaving clues to their existence as a brotherhood, some of which are evident yet still not seen. For example, the biblical Nimrod, the king who built the Tower of Babel, is considered the first Mason. Jim Mars wrote, "The ongoing connective tissue between the modern and ancient secret societies has been Freemasonry, which existed as a formidable force long before certain lodges became Illuminized. During the late Middle Ages, when any opposition to the Holy Roman Universal Catholic Church was forced deep underground, among the only organized groups able to move freely throughout Europe were the guilds of stonemasons, who maintained meeting halls, or lodges, in every major city. The Masons, who traced their own secret knowledge of architecture and building back to Egypt and beyond, were essential in the construction of Europe's churches and cathedrals. They were the direct descendants of early guilds of Masons, which existed both in Egypt and Greece, and utilized esoteric construction techniques in their craft. These techniques had been passed down through the sects and mystery schools, and some continue to confound modern builders.
So that's what's wrong with
Freemasonry
MTV.
evolved over the last 1,000 years from the Knights Templar, and before that traces its roots to ancient Egypt, the Egyptian mystery religion and esoteric schools. Some believe the original Masons were the builders of the pyramids, or that they hold the
Domo
secrets of those
arigato,
early methods.
Mr. Romano. That's what this guy talks like. Jesus Christ.
He sounds like the narrator in the beginning of the old Battlestar Galactica. There were those who believe, even now, there are brothers of man fighting to survive.
No, that's got way more feeling. That's got way more feeling than what he's using.
Yeah,
He's
fucking way
as-
better.
and the Freemasons were founded in Egypt, and they. God, stop! Just say something with feeling. Raise your intonation, lower your intonation. Say something like you're not reading something like a modern second grader is reading something.
Yeah.
Little Timmy, I need you to read this for class.
He speaks like he just got stabbed to death. Hold on, guys. Cheesemondo's been waiting here.
I just want to say that because stonemasons got really good at what they were doing, that therefore the Earth is flat. What? Of course they're going to get better at building things, you idiot. Stonemasons got more and more elaborate. Therefore, there's some conspiracy. And get out. Just go. Turn it off.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've watched his film Level. Have you seen that? Anybody? I mean, it's the same in that. It's like the guy wants to fucking hypnotize you, you know? It's all on like a monotone level to hypnotize you, and he bombards you with images because he's trying to get into your mind. He's a fucking weirdo.
I'm starting to think he doesn't actually know how to read that well, so he's just sort of, you know.
Spitting out word salad?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what is reading your second language?
Yeah. I mean, there's reading, but then there's also understanding what you're saying. And
exactly.
he just babbles shit and quotes shit. I mean, half of his 200 proofs the Earth is not a wobbling, spinning ball was fucking quotes from other fucking globe-denying dipshits that had the fucking left a ridiculous legacy of a book back in 1712 or whatever. And I'm like, you're just reading shit from another idiot, mate.
Well, it kind of makes you wonder whether, you know, Dubé actually reads books or does any historical research to come up with the shit he talks about, or he just pulls up some yoga position, takes a massive bong, and then just switches the camera on.
Yeah, whilst dressed in women's underwear.
Well, obviously, I mean, so am I at this very moment in time.
He loves that one. You know?
We got an introduction. Bob, the science guy, has joined us. Good evening, Bob. Glad you can join us, buddy. How you doing?
Hi, Bob.
Oi, oi.
Bobbity bop 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 bop.
Oh, you might have another mute on. Yeah.
He's just teasing, man. He's like, look at them fucking idiots. You think I'm coming on with them? Pissed off.
But it could be a bad night for Google Meets because Woden Toad was having problems with her mic connecting and whatnot as well. Here we go.
No, this
That's just my normal mic issues. It
You've got me
would
now?
not connect.
Yeah.
There we go, Bob. This is Bob just slipping in the tip.
I had problems connecting earlier because I'm
by
a
the way, I'm
dipshit.
not Bob the Science Guy anymore. I'm the artist formerly known as Bob the Science Guy. You can refer to me by my new name, my nom de plume, and that is Research Flat Moon. That's my new show.
Yeah.
So we're going to research the flat moon.
Awesome. That sounds like a great idea. How's things? How's things your way?
Not too bad. We've got kind of a cloudy night tonight, so I'm not out with a telescope. I bought Sean Hawkins' old 80 millimeter, and we're having a lot of fun with that.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I love watching Flirts try and use telescopes. You know, I know how much I struggled with it, and they're not even trying.
Yeah,
We're coming pretty quiet, Bob. You might want to try to boost your mic a bit.
I might want to actually put a real mic on.
I have a real mic. It doesn't help.
It does help.
All I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of here at the laptop and having a blast with it.
Cool.
Yeah, Eric Dubay.
Oh, hey.
Eric Dubay made his mark in the world by simply reading Robotham. He found this old test, and then he, just basically, he's the Morgan Freeman of Flat Earth. He's got that syrupy little sing-song voice that, kind of puts you into that trance that they all love to be in so much.
Yeah.
But he makes the sounds without imparting any meaning to them, which is kind of the cool thing.
Do you think he actually read Robotham though, or just read a pamphlet about Robotham?
He's read a few bits that he likes, little cherry pick, I think, here and there.
Wikipedia.
What he does is he actually reads passages out of the book, because he, you can tell by the type of language that he's using. He's speaking in 18th century English or 19th century English. He's making references to lighthouses that don't exist anymore or were rebuilt in World War II and their heights were changed and things like that. And he uses the old numbers. He's reading it right out of the book. There is no original thought in Flat Earth. It all goes back to Robotham. And all they've been doing since then is just repeating the same things. And the only thing that you get right now is the variations, like the Sea Sparrow missile. They came up with something that's obviously modern, if you consider 16 years ago modern. But, occasionally they'll get a new one. But, if you look at it, the arguments are all the same. The second law of thermodynamics argument on the atmosphere is a direct lifting of the second law of thermodynamics argument against evolution from creationism. There's no original thought there.
It's not even debunking, though. It's not even presenting evidence. It's all naysaying. It's, well, what about this? It can't be this. What about that? It can't be that. There's no actual, positive evidence.
I read a really interesting article about that today. I'll see if I can find it and post it for you guys.
Yeah, cool.
But it's how to argue with flat earthers.
Oh, yes. And, yes, I've seen that, Dr. Bob.
It's freaking insight. It's something that I got into this originally for. The science behind it isn't there. It's an interesting question. How do you actually prove the Earth is rotating yourself? Mm-hmm. That's a great question. And you have to think about it for a while. But the reason I got into flat Earth is how in the hell are functional adults in the 21st century walking around saying the Earth is flat? And what it comes down to is it has nothing to do with the science or the shape of the Earth. It has to do with their mistrust of science and authority.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying for years now.
Yeah, and it's what I've, but the guy put it together in a very well-written article. And, it's just a fascinating little tidbit of information. I may actually do a video on it.
It'd be worthy. Jutmonk, you got your hand up there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I was going to say basically, I agree with what Bob was saying, that pretty much he would read a passage from Robotham, but it would go something like this: proof 135, and then he'd read it. Hello.
That's funny, man. I was reaching for my mute there.
I think Wooden Toad is struggling again, I think.
Really? Yeah. No, she there.
Sounded a bit muffled to me. Okay, cool, man. Crack
Different
on.
mic now, I think. Yeah. So, well, speaking of crack on, here, I'll kick this guy into high gear again. We'll see what he's got to say, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, looks like I forgot the vote on this one. I better get to that. Okay, here we go. I'll hit the button, and then I'll go over and do all the housekeeping.
Freemasonry
there is a vote.
However, merely a builders and stoneworkers guild.
Yeah, he's about to get his ass kicked off.
Initiates take blood oaths, perform occult rituals, and begin learning about a number of arcane subjects, delving deeper as they rise in degrees. Some of the subjects studied and practiced include astrology, consciousness, magic, tarot, Kabbalah, the Tree of Life, sacred geometry, divination, scrying, theosophy, numerology, symbology, alchemy, hermeticism, the chakra system, auras, energy bodies, astral projection, out-of-body experiences.
So evil.
Shut up.
Thank
Jesus.
you, Lord Jeebus.
What the hell's wrong with tarot cards? I read tarot cards.
What's wrong with a bunch of fucking bricklayers anyway?
I don't get it.
I mean, years ago, I used to go to I got dragged to the East Anglian fair every fucking year. It was like a massive, it's like agricultural show. My dad was, part of the company that I'm just dragging on the story here. But anyway, he'd be building diesel engines for tractors and stuff like that. Anyway, they would have every year there'd be like this organization, which was like the Potato Board or something. I'm not too sure. What do you mean I don't sound so nice now? There'll be this Potato Board who would have like this big truck. Would have like all this like articulated, animated, animatronic potatoes doing crazy things, and and so we talk about the Freemasons. So there is also a board of people who are into potatoes. Now, I don't see any conspiracy people bringing up this organization who love potatoes. I mean, surely, if anything's going to talk about the shape of the earth, it's going to be people who grow potatoes because they know spheroids.
It's the same with the anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers. They're not going to put the same amount of mental effort into they're going to claim they eat kale chips, but they eat burgers just like you and me. They're not going to put the same amount of effort into, well, the air in my car tires, is that fresh and clean and organic? And what about the asphalt outside the road? You can't drive on that. It's going to give you cancer by smelling it or something.
That's a good point.
Well, it's all made from tar, isn't it? And all the dinosaurs are going to crawl out the road now, aren't they?
See, I want to start these just to make them crazy. Just, you don't use Elmer's school glue. You know that they make that with children or something. I don't know, just because I want to make them crazy. Like they make me crazy.
Well, you know why they can do that, right? They have the luxury of being able to do that because their children aren't dying of polio.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. We were when there was no television, when there were no electronics, we were able to build the pyramids and the great works of man. Now there's television, and now the Earth is flat.
Well, but the thing is, we also built the pyramids and worked out that it was a fucking spherical planet that we were on.
Oh yeah.
You know how the Egyptians figured out how to build a pyramid? They watched a YouTube video on how to do it.
They did. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they just looked at the all-seeing eye and just copied that.
Talking of pyramids, right? Have you heard this one that there's pyramids on Mars and they're perfectly aligned with the ones on Earth? And it's like, when are they perfectly aligned? You know what I mean? Our planets, both planets rotate. They're fucking at different places in orbit around the sun. And when are they aligned with our fucking pyramids on Earth? You stupid fuck.
Yeah, well, Tuesday around tea time.
I've seen that picture, and one of the pyramids has 5 sides, and it's just ridiculous,
isn't it? Yeah,
a pyramid with 5 sides. Is that still a pyramid?
Right?
It's a pentagonal.
Well, here's a question for you guys.
It is because the Earth is flat, Bob.
Yeah. Well, here's a question for you guys. What does Orion look like from Mars?
That's a good one.
Same.
I've often
exactly the same as it does from here, because look at the distance. Compare that to the distance to the stars of Orion. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's the same view.
You would literally just be seeing it from a different, planet. Standing there or here is the difference between looking at Orion in New York versus LA. It ain't gonna make a difference, right?
Well, no, it's kind of like the difference between pointing at New York from Michigan and pointing or from the middle of Michigan here and pointing at New York from the town 5 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Now, if you were the same direction, man.
If you were on a planet in Andromeda,
Well, we
I
didn't
wonder
have
if
to
you-
be an Andromeda, but like just on the few hundred light years in our own galaxy, you'd see a different night sky.
It's
Or
a
if
cool
you were
thought.
born 20,000 years later, if the Earth had been spinning, and
Yeah.
for some reason humans had evolved 20,000 years later, which is a drop in the bucket
Yeah.
for how old the Earth is.
Blinking
It would,
eye.
yeah,
Or what would
it
Orion look like when the sun goes supernova? That's cool, right? You know, like
won't
crazy
matter
long
'cause
time
it'll
ago.
eat the Earth.
Yeah.
Our sun won't go supernova; it will expand and swallow the Earth.
Oh, sorry, Bob. What was that?
I said, what would Orion look like when the sun goes supernova? Hopefully, a hell of a lot closer than it is right now, because we'd be going to it.
Yeah, exactly right.
yeah.
Good one.
You're right.
Well, I think should we dive into the bag of tricks and see what we've got to look at?
It's a bad bag of tricks.
Well, there's lots of crap in it.
Obviously, there's no more
sack of
debate.
snakes.
No, there can't be more
it's a
debate.
sack of snakes.
Please no more debate.
Yeah. So we got distant objects disappear on the horizon. We've got all because he wouldn't wear a mask. And we've got idiot steals a vaccine because he wants to test it.
I can't watch that one. It makes me too angry. Let's do the all because he won't wear a mask.
No, let's watch the one that makes her angry.
Oh, I've been dealing with Covidiots all week. Oh.
Thoughts, everybody?
Yeah,
Y'all
let's
wanna
go
make
with the
me crazy.
masker.
Fucking go with it, man.
Always go with what the lady says.
There you go. There's my idea.
There's a
Bob's
true
married.
gentleman in the house.
Okay, so
Well,
we're
you have to
doing.
understand, I got advice before I got married, and this said, son, my dad told me, son, just remember my word of advice. You could be right, or you can be happy. The choice is yours.
Brilliant.
Yeah, my dad taught me this one. He said, you can go to the bar and you can come home and you can get in real shit. Or you can grab yourself some beer and go into the garden and make it look nice. You're home, you're drunk, you're happy. Figure it out.
My dad said, "Get out of here! You don't live here anymore. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Hey Bob, in reference before we move on, in reference to Orion, a simple fact that flirts don't understand is in reference to Orion. During certain months of the year in the northern North America, you can only see Orion for certain months of the year, correct? And during the other
can't
months
see
of
it
the
now.
year, you can't. But if you could magically, during the months of the year that you can't see it, if you could magically turn day into night by turning off the sun, boom, there's Orion.
I've
I
got a
think we'd have
question.
a few more problems than that.
How much fatter do you think Orion would be if he didn't have that belt on?
If you just swing that damn sword some more, seriously.
You really think that's a sword?
Oh, we
Yeah,
know
there
what
are
it
used to
is.
always say that, too.
We know what it
There.
is.
I don't know. As a constellation, Orion's not all that great. 3 stars.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pleiades is cool. But should we see what this all because he wouldn't wear a mask is about? Shall we dive in?
Yeah,
Okay, let's
dive
go
in
with it.
there.
All right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, he's already on the ground.
Is there
I
audio?
don't hear anything. What the hell's going on here?
I want to hear the screaming as he gets tased.
Oh, I hope that.
Oh,
I
there
hope
he
there's not
goes.
Oh, it looks so good too.
So fun to watch.
I'll do the audio. He's going, "Ow my balls! Ow my balls!"
Can you see? I'm being
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing.
I'm not resisting. I'm not.
You're
I'm
violating
violence
my rights.
inherent in the system.
Oh
Help,
my
help, I'm being oppressed.
God.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
I can't breathe. I have a disability.
That's funny.
I can't wear underpants. My penis needs to breathe.
What was that one lady? I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things need to breathe.
Oh.
When my penis needs to breathe, I just get my tail and hold it aloft.
We could have just stumbled on a new segment
And
for the show.
Jet, I'm sure you do that a lot.
Actually doing it right now. Take a fucking look.
I think maybe each week you should play one with the sound muted and we add our own soundtrack.
Well, I'm hoping there's not more muted because I used a certain video download service to get some of these, and I'm wondering if there might be an issue. So we'll see how this plays out. You never know. I might have to throw a few extra into the list of videos to be watched. But let's see here. We've got distant objects disappear over the horizon. We've got anti-mask father of the year, and we've got crazy anti-mask nurse or something. There's your three.
I'll let someone else choose. I did the last one.
I don't give a fuck. They're all anti-mask fucking Karen bollocks, aren't they?
Well, no, there was that one who admitted there's a horizon, so that's a start.
Yeah.
Well, we could go that way.
Did you guys
then.
hear the other day on Jose's that Chemo admitted? No, what was it? A Jose's? No, it was on Gems. Chemo admitted that the Earth is a sphere. It's just a bigger sphere than we thought it was.
That's funny.
Oh no!
I would believe that.
Oh, Chemo, bless you.
Fuck's
You know what's
sake,
on those
man.
rockets to Mars?
Whoa.
The goalposts.
We got to be a little bit careful. There's been a lot of stepping on each other tonight. I think a few people don't have their headphones up loud enough and stuff. I'm going to check mine as well just to make sure. But, it could be a night where Google Meets is really latency. But let's just be careful because there's been quite a few of them. What am I picking here? What should we... You want distant objects on the horizon or anti-mask father of the year?
Horizon.
First one, yeah, Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon.
All right. Here we go. In it comes.
That one's got sound.
Yeah.
Due to the superior mirage.
It's just that's like old ranty stuff, innit? Stuff that Ranty used to say.
This was just uploaded on somebody's channel like a week ago, so it must be about Ranty because that would make sense then because this seems to be old.
Yeah, this is like fucking maybe a parody or something.
No. You can't see the... hold on a second here. Let me bring it back forwards, but I'll pause it, right? Hold on here. All right. So look, the yellow parts on all of those towers are the same exact size. Do you see anything wrong with this picture, Mr. Flat Earth?
Yeah, also, I mean, there was a better picture than that where you can clearly see even the heights of these, the blades, the center of the blades are at different heights. But if you go on a little bit, there's one to the right is sticking out. That's really low. I mean, they're all the same height. So, what the fuck can't you understand, you stupid globe-denying dipshits?
Yeah, the blades would be chopping the water at some of those, or chopping up the boats that are driving by them.
Exactly.
Good point. That'd be dangerous to pass under.
Exactly.
You know, it becomes like
why they can't
to
get
see
it.
the boat.
It's so easy. You just look at it and it's right there in front of your eyes. Why don't they get it? They are fucking stupid. They find all these weird fucking things they make up. They have no fucking clue what they're saying. It's utter fucking bollocks. It's word salad. And it's stuff they try to make believe, or someone tells them bullshit and they'll go, yeah, that's good enough. For fuck's sake. We live on a spherical planet, you stupid globe-denying dipshits.
I'm going to start calling this the Don Quixote argument, because they are seriously tilted at windmills.
Well, Ugly German Truth points out in the chat, you know, if you had a cherry picker, like, you know, something that raises you up like a scissor lift or whatever, you would start to see more of the yellow bits and the water behind some of them. Like, that's just how it is, man. You know?
But wait. Are these the propellers that make the Earth spin?
1,000 miles an hour, baby.
Causes the wind.
How ironic it is that an actual cherry picker would debunk their arguments.
I know. Oh man, that's a funny one. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not do? I didn't do a vote. Okay, better get the vote going. How long is this video? Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got like 5 more minutes of it. So yeah, we better get that vote going. Oh, what do you guys think? A little bit more?
Yeah, sure.
We'd like to,
proof of the globe.
We'd like to get to a point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just images at the minute. Yeah. So what?
And text. There's text.
They are images that prove we live on a spherical planet, though. So.
Well, it's exactly the same as looking at Soundley's bridge. It's the same, you know, I wonder why. Same curve.
Yeah.
That yacht is sinking.
Whoa.
Oh, funky beat.
Yeah.
There is obviously refraction in that as well, even though it's fucking really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's refraction as
Look
well.
at that.
Yeah,
that boat in the back is sinking. It's going down. Someone call the Coast Guard.
The one right on the very right. It's a micro.
I hope he drops his camera in the water. This is not the beginning of the end.
Why did they forget to paint that one on the very left yellow? At the bottom?
Lazy bastards.
I know.
Union.
And that little one behind there, like on the right.
This song?
They bother that one over.
In the original recording of this song, this is where the guy downstairs trying to fix the furnace comes upstairs and finds her in her nightie.
Oh my word. I just don't understand what they don't get. That one on the very right is literally stirring up the sea. Can you see?
Yeah, baby. Bring on the porn music.
Yeah, man, this is just porn groove. Boom, pow, meow.
What was his point here?
You've come to fix my furnace? Oh,
Yeah.
but I'm not dressed.
Could be worse. You could be coming to fix a water heater.
Oh, look at that. You can see the pier from the beach. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Go on, bring back that
You have a
boat
package
that's
for me?
I wanted to bring back that boat, you know, that tanker that's by China. I wanted to bring that back over from the curve. Well done for proving.
I'm still
planet.
I'm still not getting it. Is this proof for or against?
But I mean, it's clearly
normal
evidence for
person
a
is
spherical.
for.
Well, yeah, it's clearly evidence of a spherical planet. Otherwise, some of those blades are hitting the water.
It's evidence a couple of those need servicing.
Yeah, well, he will do.
But what is the original uploader trying to say? Is he trying to say?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get what point he's trying to make here.
Well, he says there's a horizon. Yeah, that horizon's where planet starts to curve away from us. That's why we have it, really, isn't it? You dumbass.
Well, Dr. Bob, that footage clearly proves the globe. Does it how stupid could a person be? This is such a joke.
Well,
What the hell?
You're obviously not taking into account perspective.
I love that perspective argument. If that's the case, then why does a boat have a crow's nest? Jesus, those guys.
But it's got to be my version of perspective that grieves me. It's a special, it's perspective.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. To me, that was just decently shot amateur footage of windmills disappearing over the horizon. Fans.
It's a good day for it. They look pretty clear.
Yeah, it looks pretty hot. So I guess those fans are probably, they're near just cool the beach down.
Bathers.
Yeah.
But those fans also help push the boats around.
Yeah. And they're like Bob was saying, they create the wind. Like they're all about geoengineering, these guys, right? They know what they're doing. They purposely design the fans to fake curvature, and of course, right? Why wouldn't you?
Water.
Yeah.
They did put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah. Huge. I mean,
you keep
it's
saying
perfect.
you're going to start something.
It's an international effort. All the governments around the world, as much as they fucking might be at war, some of them still have to keep this fucking going. Fair play to them, man, for pulling it off.
I'm surprised that no one has come up with a conspiracy that the people who build those fans make them shorter and smaller into the distance to make it look like the Earth's a globe.
Yeah. And yes, those ones at the very back do actually stir up the sea.
Yeah, I'm just putting the kibosh on that because all we're doing is watching pictures, right? I've got one I'm dragging into play here. It wasn't before, but it is now. And I'm playing this because Dr. Bob is going to love this. This is called...
Oh, dear.
Wait, I lost it there. Flat Earth. Why pilots can't prove curvature.
I think I just went blind in my left eye.
You didn't fight Canelo, did you?
Oh man!
No,
okay, let me get a
freaking TIA.
Watch your blood pressure there, Dr. Bob.
I have remarkably good blood pressure, and I think you just
not if you keep watching this.
All right, I'm going to pull the trigger. I'll make sure all the volumes are up because we were turning that stuff down and whatnot. So here we go. This is got to be a real idiot, people. Oh, get ready.
Hello, flat Earth researchers, debaters, and debunkers. The physics appears to be demonstrable.
Nope.
Bastard.
I thought that he was going to take my advice. I actually wrote Phuket and said, dude, your elephant videos were fantastic. And that one on you and your wife with the scorpion, great video. You've got a future as a nature photographer. Get away from this silliness and go really work on that. You're good at it. But no.
Just like Daniel Pratt should have gone and made fucking candles with his sons.
Go ahead and play Phuket. I haven't listened to him in ages, so I guess I could probably put up with him for a few minutes.
All right, here it comes. I'll get a new poll going for the gong.
I'm trying to figure out why he got
navigate
stranded
and
in
fly
England.
on or above
a
level and most likely stationary Earth. There doesn't seem to be anything that would indicate flying is done around a spherical Earth. Now, even when you ask pilots how they can prove this, all we have is an explanation that goes against what we would usually determine as level. and the way I see it, what is also determined as level from a mechanical and scientific physical standpoint of the level indicated in the flight level indicator that we can see here, which is what a pilot would see in the cockpit with an artificial horizon. And these, of course, have gyroscopes inside them, as you can see here on this cutaway diagram on the right. It's a very, very simple piece of equipment that basically relies on the physics of gyroscopes in order to maintain an indication of level.
I mean,
So
if the Earth is
pilot
flat, they wouldn't
always
need a
has
gyroscope,
a
surely.
reference for level, and then can
What
determine
physics is that
what
based
the
off of?
attitude of the aircraft is, whether it's pitched up or down from
The very
level.
nature of a fucking
Now,
gyroscope is
the
'cause
way
we
that
can go up and
gyroscopes
I thought.
maintain their axis of spin in whatever direction they are spun up is exactly why they are
They're
used
spun up.
to indicate level inside these flight level indicators. Now, there are arguments about precession of gyroscopes and things like that, but this could be a natural phenomenon that occurs. Either way, that doesn't matter
stop a sec, stop a
or
sec,
make any
stop a
difference
sec.
to
Is he indicating that the gyroscopes are like the children's toy gyroscopes and that you have to kind of wind them up and get them going? Because that's what I think he's thinking when he says these gyroscopes are getting spun up.
Gyroscopes are spun up.
Okay.
They're spun up by compressed air.
Okay.
And
All right.
it takes a few minutes for them to actually get going. You know, of course, you have to understand something about the gyroscopes in an aircraft. In an aircraft, the gyroscope basically keeps
Listen.
it keeps your instrument stable to a reference. All right. However, there are certain things that are designed into the gyroscope to make that reference work on a spherical Earth. For one thing, there are things called pendulous vanes in a gyroscope. The gyroscope is designed to keep things stable based on the vector of gravity. So gravity affects an aircraft gyroscope, and it will tilt as it goes along the surface of the Earth. It'll tilt. You know, it doesn't remain rigid in space like a gyroscope, you know, like you would think a gyroscope is. There's actually an outside input that hits it, and that's the pendulous vane. It applies a selective resistance to it, and that's one of the reasons the gyroscope precesses. But, you know, here's a question for you guys to think about. What is level between 2 points on Earth?
A curve.
Is there such a thing as level between 2 points on Earth?
No?
No, there really isn't. Level refers to perpendicular to the vector of gravity at the point of the level.
Right.
It's if you were to have two levels a distance apart, you couldn't draw a level line between them.
I forgot all my calculus.
Right.
That's not even calculus. That's just
basic geometry.
Yeah, think about it for a minute.
You know, but there's a lot of misuse of the spirit level in their world, like taking them on airplanes and stuff. What, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but what's the spirit level work on? Gravity.
Yeah.
It doesn't magically know what its position in space is. So if you do a bank and a turning, you know, a banking turn in an aircraft, one of the keys to a banking turn is that you keep the ball centered, which means that the forces on you sitting in the seat of the aircraft, even though you're at, say, a 40-degree bank angle, the forces on you, one gravity goes straight down from the top of your head down through your seat. You're not leaning one way or the other.
Right.
You know, a woman with a ponytail, the ponytail will hang straight down on her back. If you look up at a pilot and you're in the back seat and their ponytail is off to the side, they don't have the ball centered on the aircraft. They're not doing what's called a coordinated turn.
Vote now while we listen to this awesomeness.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got a hand up. DKG.
Yeah, just one thing about fuck it here. Now, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's not in the job description of pilots to prove the Earth is a globe. I thought their job was just not crash a plane.
Yeah, not killing your passengers is kind of like the first thing.
Why is he escalating pilots to the field of science of proving the Earth? I mean, that's just not their job. They don't give a shit.
Well, here's the thing. He assumes that scientists' job is to walk him through the steps he should have taken in elementary school when they're busy doing actual science, leaving the elementary school. But, it's the whole, they talk about the shoulders of giants. Well, the only way you get there is by climbing up the goddamn giant.
Yeah. Yeah. That comes down to that whole thing. Oh, did you do it yourself and blah, blah. Are you kidding me? We'd be lucky to be at, Maxwell's laws if everybody had to do it for themselves starting from scratch. That's ridiculous.
And may I say, it shows the respect we all have for Bob that he said pendulous veins and Jutmonk was silent.
So, here, let me look at the vote. It looks like we have to tolerate just a little bit more.
I have my fucking hand up, man. I have my fucking hand up.
It's not over here. Interesting.
Yes. Well, I'd like to I cannot believe that there is one single pilot on this spherical planet that thinks the Earth is flat. I really don't think there is one anywhere.
You can't be a flat earther and a pilot.
No.
Exactly that. Do
you know why?
It's ridiculous. Because we live on a spherical planet?
No, because mental illness is a disqualifying condition for an airman's card.
Oh.
Damn. Yes,
Damn.
Man. Love it, Bob. Yes. So, crack on, innit? See what
all right. Yeah, I'll bring him in. We'll see if we can stand a bit more.
Get fuckstain word up and running.
What the gyroscope's job is and how it actually works to continually indicate where level is. And really that doesn't seem to change. So let's go through a couple of scenarios to illustrate that. Remembering that this gyro in the flight level indicator is placed horizontally. And this is always the way that it will be spun up. So here we have the aircraft that is flying level on this red line. But let's change that a bit and keep this scenario in free space. There's no Earth to look at the moment. We're just going to look at what would determine the aircraft's level at any given point.
Yes, idiot play on words as well, wouldn't it? The old level must be flat.
Well, hold on a minute. He takes the Earth out of the equation, so now it's in free space. So what is the plane level in relation to? Because there's nothing else in frame now.
No.
Look, if you just turn off gravity.
Right? It's now meaningless, is it not? Right? I don't...
Indeed it is, not to mention everybody's dead because planes aren't designed to function in a vacuum.
Good point.
Well, how can it fly when there isn't any air to compress?
There you go.
Indeed.
Right.
Or lift to generate.
It's one thing to have a cool thought experiment and blah, blah, but you do have to at least keep it within the realms of reality. Like when Einstein sat down and started thinking about the train and speeds and blah, blah, and so on, he didn't take it out of reality. He kept it within physics. This is not reality. This is just dumb.
I have seen a movie. Don't ask me the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. There was a movie where an airplane accidentally flies into space, and they have to send NASA and the space shuttle to go and save them. That's an actual movie. Don't ask me what it's called. Someone in the chat.
Is that like
tell me what it is?
Airplane 3, the failed trilogy, or something like.
Maybe it was Airplane. No, that was a space shuttle. No, I don't know. Yeah. It was a movie. I have seen it.
Well, let's look at the poll. Anybody want to jump in while we're checking this out? Yeah, there's not enough votes yet. Strange. Okay. A little bit more fuck it word then. It wasn't a question.
The orientation of
Let's
the
go for it.
aircraft according to our point of view. For the aircraft
Starflight.
in free space, then let's say that
found
this
the movie.
is its
Well, these idiots
designated
don't.
level.
Bob
And
understands.
basically
These
the,
idiots don't
flight level
understand
indicator-
aircraft flight patterns. They just don't. They don't get it.
Well, they don't get relativity. You know, they don't get that you can't just do these things arbitrarily without having a reference point.
Well, Bob, excuse me, Bob, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of these flat Earth idiots, they like to lean on pilots don't have to correct for Earth's curvature when your typical airliner flying at 30,000 feet really doesn't have to correct because for Earth's curvature because an airliner flying at 30,000 feet, the size of it is minute compared to the size of Earth. Correct. These guys just don't get that.
Well, let's go. No, actually, it's more fundamental than that. Say you have an airliner that's flying at 35,000 feet over Alaska, and it bebops down to Los Angeles, California, and it flies at 35,000 feet until it gets to California, and then it starts to descend, right? So it flew at 35,000 feet the whole way. What's that 35,000 feet mean? What's it in reference to? It's in reference to the surface of the Earth, sea level, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
What's that say? What's that say about the shape of the Earth? Nothing.
Yeah.
It says it's the relationship to the sea level. They don't have to dip their nose. If they went in a straight line on a curve, they would actually increase their altitude.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're talking about the altitude, how much does the altitude change? Nothing, because it's in reference to how far they are above the ground.
Yeah.
Zero. They don't have a drop that they have to deal with.
Yeah, they just don't get it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, how much of a difference it would actually make if they, stayed straight crossing the Pacific. How much would their altitude increase?
Well, that would be easy. That would be easy to figure out. What you would have to do is you would have to take the location that you left. You'd have to take your starting point.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to take your ending point.
Uh-huh.
And you would have to find the number of degrees different in those 2 points. And then it would be one minus the cosine of that number of degrees times the radius of the Earth, and that would be the difference. So if you go 90 degrees around the Earth, you're going to drop 3959 miles.
Yeah. Well, okay. Los Angeles to Tokyo is roughly 5,500 miles.
Well, then you'd have to figure Los Angeles. How many miles?
Los Angeles to Tokyo, roughly 5,500 miles is what I got here.
It is? Okay. Well, it would be the radius of the Earth times 1 minus the cosine of 9 degrees, roughly. And that would tell you how many miles it would drop.
Bob, you said it would be
550 miles would be roughly, or excuse me, no, that would be, let's see, 1 degree is 60 miles. 10 degrees would be 600 miles. 100 degrees would be 6,000 miles, and you're roughly 5,500. So you're looking at about 90 degrees. So it would be 3959 miles that you would drop if you were to go. You would be above the Earth,
Okay.
and at a right angle to it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, if that's wrong, it's wrong. I did it in my head just now. So these are things I normally like.
Yeah, no, it's fine. When you get into the
what you did in your head, they can't do in their wildest imagination.
Well, that's because they have the mental capacity when it comes to trigonometry of a 7th grader.
Yeah.
They simply don't have the comprehension of it because they don't know how to use the numbers yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my problem is my trigonometry is self-taught, and I'm allowed to teach her.
Tell it like it is, Bob.
I don't know.
Tell
Did
it
you
like
guys
it
hear?
is.
You guys hear the quandary that I put towards one of the flat earthers the other day? So
No.
you understand trigonometry. Let me ask you just a real quick, comprehensive question. If you have a triangle with sides 1, 1, and 2, what is the sine, cosine, and tangent of the acute angle?
I'm no math guy, so I'm not going to weigh in. Not without,
I'm going to give you the hint. The sides of the triangle. Are you listening? Are 1, 1, and 2. So, what's the sine, the cosine, and the tangent of the acute angle?
1, 1, and 2, eh?
Yeah.
Sorry,
First
is
of all,
that
what is
feet or
that?
meters?
Yes. It is feet or it is meters. So first of all, what is the acute angle?
Finding
0 degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
trick question.
What's the cosine of 0 degrees? 1. What's the sine of 0 degrees? 0. What's the tangent of 0? It's 1. So there actually is an answer to it, but what they don't realize is that I just described a straight line to them.
Yeah, and it could also be binary code that goes into an old 6502 processor that enables a shutdown of the world.
You see, I like the question. If you have a triangle with internal angles of 90, 90, 90, and 90, what shape is the triangle?
That's funny.
Well,
Just
Bob
remember,
stumped me because
just remember, there are 1-0 types of people in the world: those that understand binary and those that don't.
yes, I love that.
I love that line.
That's funny. Well, should we have a little bit more of this moronic moron?
Oh,
Yeah, do we not have the vote
please
yet?
do.
Yo, the vote's up, but we're not quite there. We need to encourage people. So if they hear his voice, it won't take much longer.
I want to see where he's going.
Yeah, let's watch a little more stupid.
All right. Coming right at you.
And the gyroscope will be on this horizontal line that's not horizontal for us, but horizontal for the aircraft. It is the aircraft's level. So if the aircraft was at this attitude in free space, then the gyro would be spun up on this horizontal axis in relation to the aircraft itself.
Wait. For fuck's sake, shut up. Shut up, fuck it. Horizontal isn't one line. You can't have one line and say it's horizontal. It has to be horizontal to something else.
Yes.
Oh,
You can't just say it's level and horizontal. It's horizontal to another line. And he hasn't got another line.
Well, when he took Earth out of the equation, he lost the ability to use level and horizontal. All he's got now is dead passengers, right? You know?
Where's he get this shit from? All right, I'll shut up.
Dead freeze-dried passengers.
yeah. At least they're preserved. You got a point.
The only thing that he has right now is a straight line. Now, he can have a straight line. He can't have horizontal or level, as was very correctly pointed out.
Yeah. Wow, he's stupid. This is hilarious. I'm actually glad we haven't got the vote in because now he's just making it worse. It's pretty good. I'm going to hit it. Let's have a bit more.
First rule of aviation, there is no situation that you can't make worse.
To the outside environment. And, of course, the flight level indicator would read level. So from that point on, any
without gravity
change in pitch or attitude of the aircraft would change the reading on the flight level indicator as the gyro maintains its fixed plane of axis in space. Now, at the back of any globe Earth defender's mind are a few arguments relating to the physics of gyros, but they are contradictory, So, first of all, we have this argument of recession, which gyros appear to exhibit. But I've seen examples of both. The idea is that gyroscopes do maintain a fixed axis of rotation in space at whatever direction.
Sorry, I just want to cut in here quick. Dr. Bob, this is going exactly to what you said. Aviation gyroscopes versus just a regular one. This is what he's missing, right?
All right. What he's talking. Okay. What we use in small airplanes is called a heading indicator. All right. It has a gyroscope in it. The gyroscope is oriented to the gravitational field because of weights that are in it and these things that cause the gyroscope to precess by putting a force on the gyroscope. The only true gyroscope that is independent of outside forces, the force of gravity specifically, is what's called a laser ring or a fiber optic gyroscope. And the inertial reference system, or which is what big aircraft use to navigate with, they have a series of 3 of these laser ring gyros in them, set at right angles to each other. That is a box that's literally bolted to the airframe of the airplane. And that box knows exactly where it is at all time and what its orientation is and whether it's turning in any direction. Now, the thing that a lot of people don't understand is if you have a 3-dimensional coordinate system, height, width, and depth. For example, if you had a box, you could describe every single point in that box with 3 coordinates, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. If you put a basketball in that box, could you describe every single point on the surface of that basketball in those same 3 coordinates?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you most certainly could.
Yeah, and basically what you have is a 3-dimensional coordinate system that surrounds the Earth, and every point on the Earth has a description in that coordinate system. And that's what the INS looks at, and it determines exactly where it is in that 3-dimensional coordinate system above the surface of the Earth. So that's the way that works. It's independent of GPS. It's independent of magnetism. It basically knows exactly where it is at all times based on how it, how it's oriented. And that's the way big aircraft navigate. So what he's describing when he talks about a gyroscope, the only gyroscope that fits his description of this is a laser ring gyro. And, he's got it oriented in one direction. You use them in triplets. You don't use one laser ring gyro. So he's only looking at it in one direction. So that's my little short explanation there. And remember, there are no flat Earth pilots. And
that's right.
On
a quick side note.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. There are no flat Earth pilots. You want to know why? I didn't get the end there, Dr. Bob.
Because you have to be on a globe Earth to navigate. That's obvious. Come on, guys. Don't be dicks.
I had to hear it. That was awesome. Renee, you were jumping in first there?
No. I was just giving affirmation what Bob was stating. He was absolutely correct. Absolutely. Square on.
Absolutely. DK.
Yeah, on a quick note on coordinate system, there's that system that's been it's like new on the internet. Was it three little words that like give you a coordinate of like a 10 meters square area? It's just basically three words. Come on, Bob, you know what it is. It's 3 words. And it gives you an exact coordinate of where you are on the Earth. Now, interesting.
Post shifting.
What?
GPS. Goal post shifting.
No. It's an actual thing that's used. It's like 3 little words. You put those 3 words into the thing, and it will tell you exactly where you are or where someone has to be. And it has to work on a globe because Oh, what 3 words? Ugly German Truth is just jumped in there. What 3 words? It's an exact system to give you a coordinate on the Earth, and obviously it can only work on a globe because the further south you go, that area of land would grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
What 3 words? Look it up. I'll shut up.
I like. Well, I like how Latin long are then taken into space for, declination and right ascension. And if it wasn't just please, would a flat earther explain how my equatorial mount functions on your flat earth? Explain that to me, because it works perfectly. Works perfectly.
When it works.
Yeah. When
mountain, I have to have a little talk before we go out and image.
Oh, mine and myself have an agreement. If I'm on like beer 5, we just pretend it's not an EQ mount and just set the damn thing up and try to point at things and follow them along. But if I go out and set it up before I start having a beer or 2, then we do it properly.
Well, I mean, let's face it, it's quite astonishing how many things there are on this Earth, on this globe, that we use based on a globe system, and yet nothing from the flat Earth. Nothing works.
Well, I live on a lake, and my mount and I have an agreement. It has to track within an RMS of 0.25, or I throw it in the lake. So it understands that, there's a little pressure on it.
Right. Ugly German Truce was just saying declination and right ascension are vectors from your own position. Not the same as long and lat. But then how come I have to set my equatorial mount to my specific latitude to make the damn thing work in any way that's proper?
Declination and right ascension are based on the celestial sphere.
But aren't they just long and lat projected out further, and they just keep,
It's a similar system. You have the prime meridian going through London, okay? And right now I think the prime meridian of the celestial sphere goes through Virgo. And it goes around 24 hours, and then it's a declination from the celestial equator up and down. But the celestial equator and the Earth's equator are not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Because the Earth has axial tilt, and the celestial equator, bottom line is, damn thing's different.
Yeah, see, I've got one of the things that I used to help me get up to speed with an equatorial mount. I just pulled it up, and it actually says it is longitude and latitude expanded from the Earth into space. So yeah, that's where I got it from. Interesting. Okay. Monkey's got his hand up here.
They just got different prime meridians and things like that.
Monkey, you've been waiting, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I got fucking booted off because the computer died and had to plug it back in. It's a laptop, obviously. C4, what 3 little words? Fuck you, wank spanner. Now, I know that 3 little words you're on about, Cheesemondo. I was listening to it when I was trying to get back on. I've seen that app. It's like the paramedics or emergency services use it, don't they? And you just literally give them 3 words and they can find you anywhere on our spherical planet.
Well, here, let's look at the vote, and we'll see if we have to listen to any more of this idiot. Yeah, we're only at 7. We need a few more votes in. So what do you say? Push play then? Yeah. Everybody vote, please. There we go.
They were spun up in. It could be vertical, it could be horizontal, or somewhere in between. And you spin up the gyro, and once it's spinning, it will maintain that fixed axis. Now, I've seen an example of a gyroscope left on a tabletop for 24 hours and nothing happened. There was no precession. But I've also seen videos in which someone spins up a gyroscope on an angle and there is this precession, which is assumed to be the rotation of
It's
the
been
Earth,
done.
and the fact that the gyroscope is maintaining a fixed axis of rotation or spin in space, but because the Earth is rotating, then that axis appears to change to us watching it. But
Because I didn't see it in
even
person,
so,
it didn't happen.
what we have here is another claim that when an aircraft is flying above the surface of the Earth, it is following the curvature of the Earth because the axis of the gyro is this down direction perpendicular to the horizontal in this case.
Okay.
Because it's a flight level indicator. There are actually gyroscopes in other instruments that are of a vertical axis, and they of course relate to other aspects of the aircraft, especially in helicopters. But the argument often heard from globe Earth defenders and even pilots is that this direction of down for the gyroscope is determined by gravity, and that the aircraft follows this curve around the spherical Earth, but
Globe Earth
maintains
defenders.
this
Oh my
indication
God.
level on the flight level indicator because the downward direction of the gyroscope is always towards the center of the spherical Earth. But that's a direct contradiction with the real physics of the axis of spin remaining fixed in space. You see, you can't have this argument that the gyroscope remains
This
fixed.
this dude took
regardless
a
of whether there
double
is a
dose of
recession,
stupid pills.
which could be just
It just fell into a nosedive of gum.
God.
Baffled
Oh,
brains with utter
This
bullshit.
guy.
Yeah, I paused it. I heard a few people talking, and I couldn't tell who was saying what in the video and stuff. So I just paused. I just wasn't sure what did I pause when I shouldn't have there?
No,
what he's doing-
you paused at the perfect moment, Dick. This guy has done a double dose of stupid pills. He's like totally ate up.
It literally just took a fucking U-turn into explaining what really happens but that's not really what? Shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck.
Well, planes have other instruments that indicate other directions, but this one says the Earth is flat.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, what's the vote?
Well, the fact that we're navigating over a spherical Earth and following a course that's based on a great circle, my altimeter doesn't tell me that the Earth is curved either.
Correct.
And I think that's probably the best thing to say is, well, my altimeter and my OAT gauge doesn't, outside air temperature gauge doesn't tell me the Earth is curved either. Therefore, flat. Glad I could clear that up for y'all.
Bob, so if it's flat, like, say, if you're flying east, do you have to keep turning left so you don't crash into the ice wall?
Well, I've never personally flown far enough to hit the ice wall, so I have no way of being able to tell you that.
He's not rated by NASA to fly over the penguins.
Yeah. That takes special
do you
clearance.
really know that, though?
Yeah, you'd probably get shot down.
Or would I? Or would I?
Oh.
Am I not really them?
You never know.
No
one knows. We're all shills.
Things.
Well, it depends, Bob, if you're in disguise dressed as a penguin.
Well, Wolfie and I, you never know. We might have, I can't really talk about that.
Best not to.
If people don't vote this video off, I'm going to orphan red giggle at you. So vote now.
Did you say orphan red giggle or orphan red jiggle?
Yeah, I'm going to get your tits
I
out.
can do both,
Get the
but,
tits out for the boys.
Oh God. Okay, I'll play a little bit more here. If it.
I ever tell you guys?
Sorry,
I got
Bob.
a note from. I ever tell you guys I got a note from Orphan Red once?
No.
Yeah, you remember?
Oh, you
Eric
did. What
Dubay
did it
dressed up-
entail?
You remember when Eric Dubay dressed up like Orphan Red and a lot of the other flat earthers? And I did a video on that and basically ripped him a new asshole for treating people that way. She actually sent me a note and said, thank you for saying that.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
She's not a flat earther. You know that as well as I do. And I just thought it was a cool thing.
Got a brand. Is what
Quite polite. Nothing wrong with a good old fashioned almighty thank you. Right?
Yeah, it was classy of her.
Yeah. And then she went and got an OnlyFans account. So, there's an ending to every story, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, that's like coincides with my letter to her to thank her, but that's a different matter. We shouldn't really.
When I did that, I'm just gonna have to go with my Gina Marie impression.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know about Orphan Blue. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, best left unsaid. Best left unsaid. We're coming up on like 20 minutes left, so why don't I just kill this guy now, and we'll pick something that's a little bit different, a little bit lighter hearted, or do you want to hear the last little bit and see if we can get an actual gong vote?
Let's do something lighthearted to end it.
I think Streamlabs is screwing up. I've seen people vote, and Streamlabs said so-and-so voted on one, and the number is just not going up. So it might actually be just screwed up. Let's just see what happens here. I'll play it one last time. Might as well, right?
A natural occurrence of a spinning gyro, not necessarily any assumed rotation of the Earth. Despite that, you have this contradictory argument that the gravity of the spherical Earth constantly pulls the gyro down. So that means that the gyro doesn't maintain a fixed axis of spin in space. So that explanation,
Eureka! You've discovered the secret.
Real physics and the real reason that gyroscopes are used in aircraft to determine.
So hold on, let's pause that there. He actually, it's not out of his grasp, right? It's right on his doorstep. He just didn't accept the parcel. I don't know what to say.
I mean, he was actually thinking in 3 dimensions. That was impressive for a fucking globe denying dipshit.
Yeah, it is. It's very impressive.
So,
but like you said, he just didn't.
He just can't. He can't convince himself that that's actually the right answer. I mean, he gave it correctly, but he can't comprehend that he's right.
It's I mean, it's like the penny just hasn't quite dropped like it did for Ranty. Fair play to him. It's like he's almost there. We're just edging. Come on, Phuket word. Jump on the bandwagon. Come on, join Ranty. It's fucking right.
Hey, Monkey.
Well, it's basically Bob and his
Monkey.
15-hour drift.
Monkey, are you edging Phuket word?
Well, I'm fucking trying to push him off the edge. Over the edge of his flat earth, if he can fucking find it. Hello.
That's odd.
Hello.
I'm looking up something. Cheesemondo's having a really weird issue in the background with trying to get an after show up and ready. And holy God, I don't know what's going on. It's so screwed up. Let me just check the vote quick. Well, we might not be there at all. There's something really weird going on. Cheese logs into his account to, set up the event or get to the event. And YouTube is telling him, sorry, the channel only the channel owner can access live streaming. And he's logged into his own account.
That's strange.
And before...
Sounds like you need to turn it off and turn it on again.
Well, that's what he did actually. So before it was live streaming, it just isn't available right now. So he logged out, logged in, then he had a different error. Now he's got this one. Like it sounds like YouTube's just choking in the background right now, or Google or something, you know. Interesting. But I'll help him figure it out in a couple minutes here. But should we just, kick this guy to the curb and have a funny anti-masker or two to end out the show?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Yeah, go for the humor.
Yeah, let's have some 11th level idiocy. That'll work.
Exactly. Ooh. There we go. All right. Okay, yeah. There. Let's see here. What do we got? Look into the little pile of where? That was weird. My mouse cursor kept just disappearing. There we go. Okay, it's back. That was weird. We've got Anti-Mask Father of the Year, and we have let's see here. We watched that one. It didn't work out. An anti-mask bitch being a bitch. My rights asshole in a private business. You know what? I'll just play a few of them, right? Because these are all like 1 minute and 2 minute videos and whatnot, right? So let's see here. What's oh no, and then I find I pick one that's like super long. Okay, here we go. I got one set up. This is only 30 seconds, so no gongs, no nothing, blah blah. We'll just let it play. Here it comes. Hopefully it's not one of those broken audio ones. It is.
We'll fill it in.
Damn it, really? Man, I got to remember, I can't use that one video download service because I know there's like 4 of these videos and it turns out maybe none of them have audio. I'm just going to try another one here and see what happens.
We'll fill in the audio if we have to.
Yeah.
Get ready for the anti-maskers, Bob.
I'm ready for 'em.
Less one.
My favorite one is, I have a medical exemption. Oh,
yeah.
God. If you have a medical exemption, you're too sick to be in my office. Come back when you're feeling better.
That's a great line from a doctor.
That's
yeah, but you have to understand that people aren't coming to me to get care for a particular condition. They're coming to me basically. I do disability exams and things like that. So I mean, if you're too sick to wear a mask, why don't you come back when you're feeling a little better, and we'll get this all taken care of because we require masks.
Sure.
Yeah, here's the one that gets me. They all suddenly have asthma. I'm like, bitch, I have asthma. Here is my inhaler. I will tell you all about the asthma that I have. I will tell you about my medication. And I will tell you also that I spent 30 minutes in my doctor's office, mask on, and did my O2, mask on, and was at 98%, which for an almost 40-year-old asthmatic, I'd say is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you know how what we were talking a little while ago about the flat earth isn't about the science, it's about mistrust of authority and such.
It's about being scared because of the pandemic. The pandemic is scary. It changed everybody's lives. They just want things back to normal. So if they pretend everything is normal, if they pretend that it doesn't exist, if they pretend that it's not as bad as everyone says it is, then they can go about their normal lives and not do anything, and they are in power. And it flatters their ego and makes them feel better.
Well done. Well said.
I've been studying this for years.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, as you guys may have heard. I don't know. It may have come up sometime. All right.
Comes across a bit.
Yeah, it comes across a little bit. And one thing that we like in Michigan is guns. Lots of them. We're better armed than most Central American countries, just the state of Michigan. And, the thing that gets me is you have a medical condition and you can't wear a mask. But when you're going down to protest masks and taking your AR-15 for a walk on the grounds of the state capitol in Lansing, you can wear a mask then. You don't seem to have a problem having a bandana over your face, when you're taking your AR for a walk. But God forbid you wear a mask when you go down to, buy a pack of cigarettes.
Damn good point.
So don't give me this shit.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to bring out the whole I have asthma thing, because I'm like, bring it. Come on.
Well, it's like we were told in basic, the maximum effective range of an excuse is 0 meters, and
Yes.
the maximum effective
That's good.
range. The maximum effective range of your anti-mask argument in my presence is 0 fucking meters.
Yeah.
I'd prefer it was
Agreed.
about
Feel
2
free to-
meters. Stay back.
Feel free to argue with me, a physician, about public health and respiratory. All right.
No
Let's
doubt.
discuss at length respiratory dead space
Yeah, but
and
for
how
God's
the
sake,
mask affects that.
Bob, the muzzle velocity of the arguments is huge.
Yeah, the muzzle velocity of the argument is huge, but the caliber is rather small. If you know.
Hey, let's not judge penises. Or are we talking about something else? I don't know.
And when you go
We're
in for
talking,
surgery,
no, we're talking about penises. Absolutely talking about penises. You betcha.
Oh, damn! I'm gonna leave.
when you go in for surgery, demand that none of the medical team wear masks because you don't want them passing out during the procedure.
Yeah. Well, we should do wrap-ups and then give us 10 minutes to see if we can't help Cheese fix his issues and stuff, and then we can see if we can do an after show or not. So, why don't we go around the table and everybody can give thoughts and shills and direct people to what you're doing coming up and stuff, and let's start with Purple Rhymes with Orange.
Not too much going on online for me lately, so just my regular chats Wednesdays at noon and Thursdays at midnight Central Time.
All right. Cool. And let's see, ReneeNme, what do you think?
I think I'm continuing to get drunk, as always. But on the side note, yes, I'm going to have several videos coming up this summer, and look forward to them as like random bullshit, fireworks and just music equipment and road racing bicycles, just all sorts of nonsense. Just look up for it. It's coming up.
Nice. Cool. All right. And let's see, Monkey, what do you think,
Yes,
buddy?
man. Can you fucking hear me?
No, we can't
Absolutely.
hear you, Junk.
That's
We can't hear you,
fucking
Joe.
good
What
then.
happened?
Well, I don't know because the Bluetooth headset's died, so now I'm just screaming at a fucking screen.
Okay,
Yeah.
that explains it all.
Which is what I'm normally fucking doing, isn't it, really? Yeah, I suppose, let me think. We've watched Idiocy, but we've had some right classics, in Fuckwit Word, and what was the other knobhead that's quite well known? Fucking forgotten already. Yes, the Karen I missed because I was booted off again somehow. So, but yeah, all we ever do is find absolute idiocy, and I cannot believe that these fucking idiots continue to upload bullshit onto the internet. I mean, it just baffles me.
Oh,
and they still keep crawling out the woodwork. Every now and again, there's a new one. So yeah, idiots are here to stay.
Indeed. Let's see, Wooden Toad.
Well, shilling wise, I've always got my dragons on Etsy, but as for YouTube, I've not done much in a while. I've just kind of been in a little bit of a funk, but I might get back to it maybe soon. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, damn it. Button wouldn't unmute. Cool. Right on. Okay. And let's see here. Awesome. Well, let's go to Dr. Bob the Science Guy. Thoughts and wrap-ups. I'm going to drop the link you sent over right now, too.
Yeah, I stuck a link in there to my new channel. Now, I've got a couple of, I'm starting to load videos into it right now that are kind of Bob's greatest hits. But I've got some new stuff coming up. A couple of ones that we're doing is I'm going to talk to some psychologists and go over a big interview I had with Ranty. And we're going to discuss the psychology of flat Earth. And, we're going to look at a lot of the things that he was talking about and his insights into the flat Earth community. The other thing is, Dr. Andrew Thomas Young, Mr. Refraction. I talked to him the other day. Yes, there's going to be a series on that.
Oh,
We're
cool.
going to get that refraction issue cleared up. And
so you're going to beat him over the head with something?
Well, no, I'm
just
gonna
kidding.
sit down. No, basically, when I told him, who I was and what I was doing and how it was my hobby to kind of get into flat Earth and debunk it. First of all, he basically said all flat Earthers are idiots, and second of all, he told me to find a more worthwhile hobby. And then he sent me 15 reams of information that I could use for the videos.
Wow.
So we're
cool.
gonna have a lot of really good stuff. I'm basically the new channel, Research Flat Moon, is going to be an upgrade from Bob the Science Guy. Bob the Science Guy was a learning experience. This is going to be a more professional channel.
Cool, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
But thanks for having me, and
Well-
follow through and send me that damn Discord link so I don't have to beg to get on every now and then.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You know what? You're in our public server, right? I'll do that right now. Like as soon as we're signed
Indeed, I
off
am.
and stuff, I'll make sure. Okay, cool. I will do that because we already talked about that and it's stupid. It hasn't been done yet. So let me see. I got to do a shout out here from C4, $2 super chat. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Well, most of you. And a big smiley face and a huggy sign. So thanks, C4. That's real cool, man. Awesome. And I missed DKG Custom.
Yeah, C4. I want a list. I want to know. Hands up, who likes me? And also, I'm really looking forward to Bob's new channel, Bob's Greatest Tits, because we all love tits. I want to see.
Hey, not all of us.
Yeah.
And also, thanks to Ugly German Truths for correcting me on the What 3 Words website is. It's a great new way of doxing. So foods.angel.grants, come round my house. Hey. See that?
Oh, I'm lost. I think on that note, everybody, I think we're wrapping up. We're going to say goodnight. We're out of here. You got to remember, people, when it comes down to it, there's 3 basic tenets in life. Flat earthers are fuck nuggets, anti-vaxxers are fuck nuggets, and space deniers are fuck nuggets. So just do yourself a favor. Wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror and say, no, I ain't going to be a fuck nugget. Why don't we say goodnight, everybody, and kill this sucker? Good night.
Fuck nuggets.